Hello, it's Randall M. Rueff, eating some hash browns. Of course, they're covered in ketchup. I didn't have any Heinz, unfortunately, which I would prefer, but I got this generic ketchup, and it's okay. These hash browns are courtesy of Bill Lucas, who's now dead, and his wife, Janet Lucas. And I just got done cooking them, and they're with ketchup on them. They're pretty darn good. Of course, I got some Diet Pepsi, courtesy of Mom. After Bill died, a couple weeks thereafter, they started cleaning it. His wife moved in with the daughter because she's in a wheelchair. And they were getting rid of stuff, and they're still getting rid of stuff. And they offered me, if I wanted it, their freezer out in the garage that had some food in it. So I was more than happy to, yeah, please. And this is one of the last, not the last, but one of the last things that I'll probably eat that was bought by Bill Lucas. So I thought I would share it with you. And, you know, he was my neighbor, and he was real nice to me, and real good to me. And I just thought, you know, I'd kind of make this video eating this stuff here. Really pretty good. You know, in his memory. And to say thanks for the food. Very good. Can't say that enough. It's hash browns, and it's been cooked. I cooked it in there on the stove in our house here, and it's, I don't know what else to say. It's good. The ketchup, caliente. Not as good as Heinz, but good. I'm hoping there's more of that. Now, while that Pepsi is good, and it is good, I would have preferred, excuse me, regular Pepsi, but Mom bought it, or paid for it, so we got Diet. So, it's good. I really don't know what else I'm going to say. I mean, this hasn't been rehearsed or anything. This is just, you know, on the spur of the moment video. But I remember talking to Bill and Janet a lot over the last couple of years. They would be out sitting on their deck next door, and I would go out there, you know, from time to time, especially in the evening, when it was nice weather. You know, just sitting out there talking to them. As neighbors go, they were pretty nice, to say the least. Cool. I'll never forget the funeral. His family came up, and several members of his family said nice things about him, how he used to like to hunt, or not hunt, but fish. I remember while he was still able, he used to go to over here at Atterbury in Edinburgh, Indiana, and he would take his big black lab, Duke, and every morning, I mean, you could see him. I mean, I could look out the window right here, and his white truck and him and that big black dog. I mean, it was a big dog. It was a nice dog, gentle dog. But they would go to this little lake that just down the road. Oh, I don't know, maybe a mile or so, give or take. I don't know. And he would walk that dog. Good potatoes, ketchup, and hash browns. The only thing the only sad part to the whole story, and it really is a tragedy, is that Bill went into eternity without knowing Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior. I kept thinking about that the whole time, all during his funeral. And I mean, I talked to him several times on several occasions, to say the least, on the subject, but he didn't care. I wanted so much for him to know. But he didn't, and that's the tragedy. Every time I think of him now, I think of two things. How he went into eternity without Jesus Christ, and how grateful I am that I know and have Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, and that when I die someday, I will spend eternity with him in heaven. I was baptized June 26, 1987, when I was 13 years old, and I've known since then that I'm going to heaven, and I thank God for that. That's all I have to say on the matter.